to the show!
Hi, this is Zach Throne, and you are watching Rock and Roll All Night and Party Ever and Zach!
Welcome back to Rock and Roll All Night. I'm here with Zach Throne, the Ace Frehley Band. We're at the Cabot, Beverly, Mass. And Zach was nice enough to just meet up with us for a couple of seconds and take a couple of questions.
Anytime.
Awesome. You guys were supposed to do some shows in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Were those canceled or festival canceled?
Yeah, honestly, I don't have the whole story on that, but for whatever reasons we had to reschedule them. So I'm not sure when that's going to be rescheduled, but.
And you were on board for that? You were going?
Oh yeah, I haven't been to Europe in a while, so I was. Yeah, I'm still excited to go to Europe. Yes.
That'd been cool.
Yeah.
That'd been cool. You're new to the band.
I am.
And how did that all come about?
Well, I play with Bruce Kulick, and we've done the Kiss Cruises together, me and all the guys in Ace's band, because they were also in Gene's band.
Right.
And so we all got to know each other, and then when Phil had to sub out 26 shows because he was on the road with Accept, they just called me and they said, do you want to come and do a run with Ace and just sub out the shows? And I was like, yeah, of course. So, packed my bag and went.
Where do I sign?
Yeah, exactly. So I think I know the songs. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, you've been a big Kiss fan.
Huge.
Long time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think I heard that your first show was 1979. You went to see Kiss.
It was, yeah. It was Nassau Coliseum, 1979 with Judas Priest opening.
Now, I saw them in Providence in 79.
Oh, no way.
And I was 6.
No way. That's awesome.
And my grandmother went, my father and mother, and my brother.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my grandmother was probably in her 50s.
Oh, my God.
Late mid-50s, yeah. In 1979 for Kiss was pretty crazy. But
My dad took me. He had napkins sticking out of his ear. He didn't want to be there, but he knew it would make me happy, so.
That's awesome. Any surprises for the set list? Any changes in the set list?
Now, if they were surprises, why would I be telling you?
Well, this isn't going to air until after.
Every night's a surprise. So, I mean, there's always something cool that we jam on or something, so you never know.
All right, cool. Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
Probably Kiss related.
Cool.
I would say something around there.
Awesome. Now, you play with Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a year or two ago, there was talk of Bruce wanted to do record with his band, Mob, right? But nothing ever came of it. Do you know if anything's going to come of that?
We started recording tracks, probably 2 years ago, maybe, in Vegas where we all live. And we laid down like the beds, just the main tracks, rhythm tracks of 2 original songs. And a Kiss, like kind of a lost Kiss classic, or I guess it wouldn't be a classic, but a lost Kiss song. And then pandemic hit.
Right.
So everybody had to go do what they had to do, and so we haven't revisited it yet, but they're there. So we have definitely we broke ground. It's the beginnings of a record.
Yeah, because you guys kick ass.
Oh, thank you.
On the cruises and the shows that I've seen, it's killer. And then you did the Creatures Fest where you were singing there, and then Peter got on stage, which must have been awesome.
Yeah, that was a big thrill for me because when I was a kid, I wanted to be Peter Criss.
Oh, for real?
I dressed up like him in Halloween.
Get out of here.
I showed him my makeup. My mom found the picture of me in makeup when I was 11 or something. The week we were going to work with Peter. I was like, I wish I could find that picture.
Oh, that was
nowhere. She goes, look what I found.
Did you get to show it to him?
I showed it to him.
That's a trip.
Yeah,
that's a trip. It
was really great.
What is he like? Holy shit!
He goes, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me."
That's awesome. I'm going to be seeing him in New Jersey. He's doing a fest. I got a video of me and my friends from the 70s. Outside my yard with the fake guitar and the whole night. So I'm going to show it to him there.
That's great, man.
With you and Bruce, there's also who's Kearns.
Yeah.
And Brent Fitz.
Todd Kearns and Brent Fitz.
Now with Fitz, you were in Toque?
Yeah. Toque. It's a Canadian.
Hat or something.
Yeah, it's a ski hat, basically. Yeah. In Canada, they call it Toque. It's actually their band. I sub for Corey Churko.
Okay.
Or whenever he can't do it because he plays with Shania Twain.
All right, so
I just come in and sub. But it's all Canadian classic rock, stuff we know that we had on our radio stations, but a lot of stuff that was only on Canadian radio stations in the 70s and 80s. So it's fun because we didn't grow up with it, but if it was on our radio, we would have.
Right. And I think Ace covered some Steelheart songs. So Brent Fitz was in Steelheart.
Yeah.
So there's like that crossover there.
Todd just did a run with Steelheart.
Did he?
Yeah, Street Heart.
Street Heart.
Yeah,
Street
Street Heart. Yeah,
Sorry,
we just did a
my
run
bad.
with Street Heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. One of my thoughts was, and maybe this has come up, I don't know, but I'm curious to know, Bruce and Ace doing like a co-headlining show, which I think would sell.
I do too.
I think that would sell big, right?
That'd be
I was
amazing.
figuring if they split, you get your tickets and we get our whatever.
Yeah, I would love
Has
that.
anything like that come up, or like?
I'm
have
sure.
you ever heard?
I'm sure someone's suggested it somewhere along the way. It's really just all about scheduling.
Right, to make it happen.
Yeah, not so much about desire, because Bruce is full time in Grand Funk
Right,
Railroad,
right.
and all of us play with other people. So it's just if we can get our schedules together and do a run, I'm totally 100%.
Now that reminds, when I met you out at Toad's,
Yeah,
and I was talking to you
that's
out
right.
front,
Yeah,
and you had said that maybe there would be some shows
with
Bruce.
oh yeah. Yeah,
That'd be
definitely.
cool.
I mean, we're actually discussed today about a couple of shows I'm not allowed to talk about yet.
Right. Oh, but that's good
But there's
though.
a couple of secret ones.
All right, so
that
that's
we're gonna do.
promising,
So,
promising.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we're all. But again, it's all just about scheduling. We all want to always play together, but it's
Right.
just about getting the schedules together.
Cool. Now, you sing a song, and then Ryan sings a song.
Yeah.
How do you guys determine which songs? Who sings what?
They tell me.
Oh yeah. What I've recently learned, which I didn't know before, is that you were on some television shows. Mm-hmm. You were on Party 5,
I was. Yeah.
90210.
Yep.
How the hell did you do? How the hell did that happen? And how awesome was that?
It was
Because
really
big
awesome.
shows.
Yeah, they were big shows, and it was in the time when they were really big shows. So it was really crazy. I had moved to California from New York, and I started. I was looking for music work and stuff, and then I got an acting agent out of the complete blue thin air. And I started getting offers to do these shows, and it paid, And so, when you're a starving musician, you'll
Yeah,
take any paying
sure.
gig. So I just, it kind of snowballed from there, and then I had this acting career for a while in the 90s. About 10 years, I was a working actor and a working musician.
She's on the both.
So it was tough to handle both schedules because
Yeah.
they're diametrically
Sure.
different. One's early morning, and music's late night.
Right.
So eventually I just went, I have to choose one of these, so I chose music.
Yeah.
That was my real love.
So
it was
that
fun.
Yeah, that must have been cool because, like
was
I
great.
say, those shows were. 90210 was huge at that time.
Yeah, they were-
humongous.
It was crazy because I didn't watch 90210, so I knew it was big, but
Yeah.
I didn't know it. And I didn't really know the plot lines or
My
anything
wife
like
was a
that.
big fan.
Were you?
Big fan, yeah.
I would go leave from the set, and I would go shopping at my supermarket near my house, and I looked exactly like I looked on the show.
Right.
I had a ponytail, earring, and I would just shop. And by the end of my shopping, I had like a chain of people following me, and I didn't get it.
Well, you were on that season for pretty much the whole season. You
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
on every episode, but it was like the third episode, and then
Yeah,
you'd be on the fifth
yeah.
episode, and then you were on the 10th episode. So you were on the whole
Yeah,
season.
I was on there. So some episodes I think I'm just sitting in the background waving. And
Right,
so-
right, in
but
the
it was-
sound booth or something. Yeah.
But I was there for that whole year, and I went, oh man, everybody watches this show. So it
was huge.
It was huge. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
Party of Five was just as big.
Party of
Almost,
Five
it was pretty
too,
big.
Yeah, that was that
was
was a
big.
fun few episodes I did.
Yeah, you did like 3, I think. 3 on
3
that
or
one,
6
3
or something
like that. Yeah.
something like that. But that was fun. Everybody there was really nice.
When I started dating my wife the second time, she was big into Party of Five, so I'd come over and she's like, "Better watch Party of Five." And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
it was
really,
a good
Party
show.
of Five, but it was a good.
It was
yeah,
a really good
I was
show.
pleasantly surprised.
Really
it was
well
a good
written.
show.
Yeah, and they were very, very, very cool people.
Yeah.
really sweet.
Now,
They gave me a great break,
Nev Campbell, is she as hot as she looks on TV?
Yeah, she's a wonderful, beautiful, talented woman, and and that was I think one of her earlier American shows because she was Canadian.
Yeah.
And I knew working with her she was going to be a big star.
Right.
It's obvious she can do everything. So.
Yeah, and she was.
And she's fantastic. She's
And
just
then-
such a super sweet person.
Jennifer Love Hewitt was on that show.
Yeah, she was.
And
Yeah, she was.
she went on to do big stuff.
And I knew she was going to be big too because she's just a ball of energy and
Right.
like one of the most genuinely sweet people. Not trying to get anything out of you, just really, really kind.
Right, that's good. Good breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
In that industry, I'm sure.
I imagine she's still that way. You know,
Right.
She's a really good person.
Now, you went on the road with Susanna Hoffs from the Bangles.
Susanna Hoffs, yeah.
Susanna Hoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first, like,
Now,
big
how cool
break.
was that? Like,
it was
how
amazing.
Was that the first big break?
That was my first break in the music business. I was living in a terrible apartment with my best friend at the time, and barely making it. And I got this call to go audition for that, and I didn't even own a bass. I had to borrow his bass.
Oh, that's.
And I got the gig, and then had my first tour around the country in Canada, and I went, okay, this is what I want to do.
I mean, Walk Like an Egyptian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Was
she
huge
was
at the end of the '80s, right? And then
she was a major star, and the
Yeah.
Bangles were at their zenith, and,
Right.
and Rusty Anderson from Paul McCartney's band was the guitar player.
Oh, shit.
So my first tour was with Rusty.
That's
and
cool. That's very
Rob
cool.
Ladd and Paul Trudeau, and it was just a great band. And we opened for Don Henley, so I got to see Don Henley
that's
every
cool.
day.
That's
he knew
awesome.
my name after like a couple of months.
That's
I was
awesome.
Like, oh my God, he knows my name. So it was.
yeah.
It was,
So you caught the bug.
yeah,
Right there.
That was it. I was just like, this is me. This is what I'm going to do, and
That's
I'm
awesome.
still doing it.
That's awesome. All right, that's pretty much all I got.
Oh, it was easy. It was painless.
Yeah.
You didn't ask about my first sexual experience.
No. Well.
First case
All right,
of
well
clap. Just
Well, then how about this?
Not to
True,
be my-
true or false? Susanna Hoffs is the hottest Bengal.
well, okay. I love all the Bangles. I think they're all incredibly sweet, beautiful, hot, talented women. So I'm not gonna.
Not gonna answer.
No, because the
I'm a-
Peterson sisters are just to die for. If they were here right now, they'd be talking about music and rocking, and they're just all really killer people.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay, go. I mean, why not? Yeah, I mean, yeah. She's and by the way,
kid
Susanna's
who is
amazing. She's an amazing human being. I mean, truly, one of the best.
Well, I think an amazing human being. I mean, look at the breadth of your career. It's just, I
thank
mean,
you.
like a dream for any pop culture, 90s, 70s kid, 80s kid. I mean, you jammed with Gene Simmons, the Beatles songs. I saw on Todd's website, Todd Kern's website. You played with Ace and Peter. You were on tour with Ace.
I know.
You went out on the road with Susanna Hoffs. I mean, you were on 90210. I mean, just it's amazing. Does that ever blow your mind? Like, wow.
As you're saying that, it is.
Yeah, I mean-
I didn't really think about it before.
I mean, there's a lot that I'm leaving out.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I'm leaving out. I mean, that is just like a pop culture person's dream.
Thank you, man.
to do that. So, but we appreciate you giving us the time.
I
of day
appreciate
today.
you being interested. Thank you
Excellent.
for being here and asking me.
All right, cool. So we'll catch you at the show.
Right on, man.
Rock and Roll All Night brings you interviews, reviews, concerts, music, and more. So for more Rock and Roll All Night content, click subscribe.